Now we are going to start reading the chapter. See, before we start, you must keep in mind two things. First of all, from this year onwards, board has changed your examination paper pattern, and so you will be getting an extract from the prose also. Just like poems, you will be getting reference to context questions from the prose as well. So you must read each and every line carefully. Secondly, I know that most of you won't be having your books, so just focus on the screen and you will see the text over there. I'll explain it sidewise and you can look on your screens and read each and every line that's written in your chapter. Secondly, as I told you, there are two main characters in this chapter. One is Mr. Hamel, who is a teacher, and second is little Franz, who is the narrator of this chapter. This story has been told from the point of view of the small child Franz, who is a student of Mr. Hamel. Now we will read the text. The Last Lesson by Alfonso Duet. I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread. It means afraid of a scolding, especially because MML had said that he would question us on participles. So I is Franz and he starts for school. He is already late in the morning itself and he is very afraid. He is afraid because of two reasons. First of all, he is already late for school, and secondly, he is afraid that Mr. Hamel is going to ask questions on participles. And Franz had no idea what participles were. He was totally unaware of this. He had not started his lesson. So he was afraid that Mr. Hamel will scold him for being late, and secondly, he will scold him for not learning the participles. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. Now see, he gets an idea. Instead of going to school, it's better that he should run away from their place and enjoy the day outside. It was a lovely weather. It was so warm, so bright. The birds were chirping at the edge of the woods, and in the open field back of the sawmill, the Persian soldiers were drilling. So it was lovely weather. So it was sunny, it was warm, birds were chirping, and the soldiers were drilling. So it was very, very tempting. Now Franz is having two thoughts. First, he had to go to school, get scolded by Mr. Hamel for not studying properly, for being late. And second idea was to simply bunk the school and enjoy the lovely weather. It was all much more tempting than the rules or participles. But I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. Now, although the weather was tempting, it was inviting him to play outdoors and bunk the school, but still he decides that I will go anyhow, I'll go and study in the school. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. Bulletin boards were placed in cities in olden times when there were no mass media, no television, nothing like that. And on those boards, important informations were displayed for the common citizens. So for the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. As I told you, there was a war was going on between France and Persian, and the soldiers were fighting with each other, and whatever information was related to war, that was displayed on that bulletin board. And so the lost battles, the draft, the orders of the commanding officer, and I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? Since there was a crowd, it means that some information was being displayed over there. So Franz is thinking, what could be the reason why there is such a there. Then as I hurried by, as fast as I could go, the blacksmith watcher who was there with his apprentice means with his assistants, reading the bulletin, called after me. Now Franz was not interested in what was on the bulletin board, although he was curious, but he didn't bother to stop and read it. So Mr. Watcher, who was a blacksmith of that area, he calls him and says, "Don't go so fast, bub. You will get to your school in plenty of time." He tells him that he need not hurry, he will reach the school in time. I thought he was making fun of me and reached Mr. Hamel's little garden all out of breath. Now Franz was unaware that what was displayed on the board, so he thought that Watcher is making fun. He was just making a joke out of him because he was already late for school, and he was saying that you will get in school in plenty of time. So Franz, instead of waiting there or answering back to Mr. Watcher, he simply runs towards the school and finally reaches Mr. Hamel's garden. He was all out of breath. Out of breath means he was panting because he had come there almost running. Now see, usually when the school began, there was a great bustle which could be heard out in the street. Whenever it's morning and before the bell rings, we know that in all the schools there is lot of noise. The opening and closing of desks, lesson repeated in unison, very loud. Their hands over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table. See, class, literature is not only about reading a story, it's also about getting an insight of that time, the period in which the chapter is written, of the culture, of the ways of the methods that were prevalent in those times. So one thing we find that the students, they were reading with their hands on their ears, कानों पे हाथ रख के जो से पढ़ते थे बच्चे, so that they could learn properly. And one more thing, there was also a ruler in the hand of the teacher. So Franz has thought that when I'll go to school, there will be lot of noise. Students will be shouting, teacher will be giving orders or commanding, desks and chairs, noise will be there, and he will quietly enter the school and nobody or the class, and nobody will notice him. But that day it was different. When Franz reaches the school, he sees, but now it was all so still. I had counted. Counted means counting से मतलब नहीं है यहाँ पे. It means depending on the commotion. वही हसल बसल जो होती है, जो शोर और सब चीज़ें होती है, disturbances होते हैं morning में. So he has depended on that among this all these things, he will get to my desk without being seen. Seen means nobody will notice कि when Franz had come. But of course that day everything had to be as quiet as Sunday morning. But that day was quite different. It was pin drop silence in the school. Through the window I saw my classmates already in their places. The students were already sitting over there, and M. Hamel walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. And Mr. Hamel was holding an iron ruler, एक लोहे का स्केल बन गया. I had to open the door and go in before everybody. You can imagine how blushed and how frightened I was. Blush means he was ashamed, he was feeling guilty that he had to go enter the class like this, and he was terrified. Why he was terrified? As you know that Mr. Hamel is having an iron rod in his hand, so he was terrified that Mr. Hamel is going to scold him. But nothing happened. M. Hamel saw me and said very kindly, "Go to your place quickly, little Franz, we were beginning without you." But he was shocked, he was surprised by the behavior of Mr. Hamel. He, instead of scolding him, instead of punishing him, what he said, very politely, very kindly, बहुत प्यार से उसको बोलते कि just go and sit down, Franz. We were beginning without you. We were about to start the class without you, and so he was very polite and very different. I jumped over the bench and sat down at my desk. Not till then, when I had got a little over my fright, did I see that our teacher had on his beautiful green coat. Now see, after settling down, he notices the dress of Mr. Hamel. Now see, imagine, compare this dress with your present day dress. When your idea of dressing up, when you go to a party or when you attend a formal function, what do generally boys wear? They wear a three-piece coat, or they are with a tie and all that. Now see what Mr. Hamel is wearing. Just see the difference. My teacher was wearing beautiful green coat. His frill shirt and the little black silk cap, all embroidered, that he never wore except on inspection and prize days. So Mr. Hamel is wearing a silk cap with embroidery all over there. Frill shirt he is wearing. He is also wearing a green coat. And this was the best dress that Mr. Hamel had. And he used to wear this dress only when there was an inspection or prize distribution. Besides, the whole school seemed so strange and solemn. Solemn means serious. But the thing that surprised me most was to see on the back benches that were always empty, the village people sitting quietly like ourselves. Now see, there were three differences. First, there was no noise in the class. This question generally comes in your board examination also. That what did Franz notice, or what was how the school appeared different to Franz number of ways. This question is asked in examination. So the three things differences that Franz noticed were: first, there was pin drop silence. Mr. Hamel, instead of getting angry with Franz for being late, was very kind and polite. Then he was wearing his best dress, the dress that he used to wear on inspection and prize distribution day. And most importantly, he notices that generally the back seats, the last benches of the class, they were generally vacant. But today, who was sitting over there? The village people sitting quietly like ourselves. Ourselves means like students. Some important people of the village were sitting over there. Who was there? Old Hussar with his three-cornered hat, the former mayor, former postmaster, and several others beside. Everybody looked sad, and Hauser had brought an old primer. Primer means primary elementary book to study grammar or language. Thumbed at the edges, thumb माने जो मुड़ जाती है ना books corner से, so that is thumbed at the edges, and he held it open on his knees with his great spectacles lying across the pages. So once again, let's remind three things that Franz noticed was Mr. Hammel's behavior was very polite. There was no noise in the classroom at all. Secondly, Mr. Hammel was wearing his best dress, and most importantly, all the important people, elderly people of the village, they were sitting at the back of the class, and they were all. One of them also had an old grammar book in his hand. So he notices that this school's atmosphere was altogether a changed one. Now we'll continue with this tomorrow. Okay.